Hi, everybody. Good morning. Come on in here. I am the wallstreetlawyer.com coming to you live on blackwallstreet.com. I'm also coming live on LinkedIn, also on Fly Nubian Queen, where Black women have a voice. So come on in here. Got my meditation music playing. Let me make sure we're going live on Instagram. Get that going. Come on in here. Make sure you hit the share and subscribe button. I got on my cowgirl hat for y'all this morning. Renaissance. Shout out to the beautiful Queen Bee for putting it down in media, for Black women in country now. What they say, from country to country, from country to country. So come on in here, hit the share and subscribe button, because I am always bringing you the tips and tricks and commenting on things I see around, because Black wealth is critical to Black power. Howdy, y'all. Howdy. I think I'm having issues on one of my. Okay, but one of them. I don't think I can go live on two Instagram channels at the same time. It seems like it always kicks me off of one. But I digress. I'm here with you that are here with me. Make sure you hit the share and subscribe button. Let's get into this, because Beyonce went from country to country, from country to country, and it has made an impact on the world around her. Okay. Oh, that's not a good one. Let me see. Let's try it like that. Yeah, there you go. From country to country. She goes from country to country, guys, and makes a profound impact on the world around her. So let's see. Let's get into it. Beyonce's country songs have helped other Black women of the gender, generating interest in their catalog and stream activities. So now that Beyonce has crossed over into country, and I hate to call it, don't call it a comeback. No, I hate to call it a crossover, because come on now, Beyonce is from Houston, Texas. I too am from Houston, Texas. Okay. And so Beyonce is from Houston, Texas. And you're born into country. You don't just become country all the night. Sure, she's, because Beyonce is so big, she's bringing other people who will otherwise not be interested in country music are now tuning in and checking it out. But this is Beyonce. I'm out that H town. It's going down. So this is Beyonce. She's from Houston. So I feel like it's a little bit of disrespect to her to say that she is crossing over into country. Beyonce was bred, born, raised in country. In the country, the dirty South, the third coast, representing H-Town, Houston, Texas, already bought it. Okay, so I digress. But as her music was mostly hip hop, pop, R&B, soul, she's now crossed over. She's now put out some new country music after her Renaissance tour. Let's make no error. Beyonce and the Renaissance was all over the place, and it was truly a Renaissance experience for any of you out there in the Beehive, any of you out there who went to the concert, who sampled the concert, any of you out there who actually went to see the movie even after we went to the concert. The true Beehive. I went to the concert. I went to the movie theater not once, but twice to see the Renaissance, because I also really enjoyed seeing her turn her her performance into a full-length movie, and gave us even more, because with the movie you got some of the behind the scenes, which, and one of my favorite scenes in the movie, actually I meant to cue that up for you guys, but one of my favorite scenes in the movie was when Beyonce was speaking to the people who she hired, her team, because everybody in there is working for her because of her, because she's the one cutting the checks at the end of the day. And so she's talking to the people on her team and asking them to do something with the lens, or create some kind of, lens, or get some kind of view. And do you know they had the audacity to tell her it could not be done, or that the lens did not exist? And she said, I just okay, I'm sorry. I got a little distracted by the comments, because somebody said, didn't K Michelle do it first? Wow, you're supposed to be keeping women power. How can you take the power from K Michelle and give it Beyonce because she's a household name? Here's the thing about power. No one can take power from you. This is Love and Life coming in with a negative comment this morning. And, it threw me off, but I'm going to address it. I'm going to speak to it. I'm going to speak life to it, because who did it first? As a matter of fact, I think the first country music artist is this young lady at the bottom. And K Michelle is on the list. K Michelle benefited from Beyonce. So let's get into the both. Miss Love and Life with your negative self. So let's start with K Michelle. K Michelle's country song, Miss Love and Life, Tennessee, saw a 185% increase in stream activities, going from 11,000 streams February 2nd through the 8th to 32,000 February 9th through 15th. So just in that small amount of time, from Beyonce dropping her country music, her streams saw K Michelle, who you say did it first, her song that she put out a long time ago saw a 185% increase in streams. So the thing about being great and shining your light and living your God-given who you are called to be at its full wattage is that you don't take away from anybody else's success. You can't. What God has for you is for you, and what God is in your lane is in your lane. And no one is taking from K Michelle. Beyonce, in all of her power, still can't take from K Michelle. But what she can do, because K Michelle put out Tennessee before Beyonce put out these country songs, is that she gets to benefit. It's called the Beyonce effect. She gets to benefit because now her country music, who only reached, let's go back to the thing, who only reached 11,000 streams on her own, in her own right, in her own full wattage, because Beyonce was shining at such a full wattage. Now, in present day, releasing her country music, she gave K Michelle a 185% boost. She went from 11,000 streams to 32,000 streams. Okay? Can you say, I am my sister's keeper? Can you say, because when I am lifted up, I will draw all men unto me? Can you say that when I am better and when I am great, that I inspire greatness in other people? And when you big as Beyonce, not just that she inspires greatness in other people, she has other people's streams have really benefited, which means that their bottom line, their bank account, have also benefited from the Beyonce effect. Can I get a yes? So we're not haters over here, Miss Love and Life. We are. Congratulations. And I have to say, I am my sister's keeper. And congratulations to both of these beautiful Black artists. All right now. See, and here go and Mackenzie, God has given us each a talent. Yes, he has. He has given us each a talent. And when when you think about God, I'm sorry, I'm doing two things at once. I'm trying to talk to you and bring this message to you this morning, but I am getting distracted by all of the commentary because y'all in here in the house. Oh, my homegirl doing the house. Love you, miss you. Haven't talked to you in a while. We have got to catch up. We have got to catch up. We have got to catch up. But back to what I was saying, God has, which is a great segue because me and Dul, think about some of our conversations. God has given us each a talent. God has given us each a light. And if we shine that light, we develop that talent, we grow that talent, we monetize that talent, right? Because, life is meant to be abundant. Life is meant to be, big. And when you maximize that leverage and maximize that God power that's inside of you, you can leap over buildings in a single bound. And as you shine your light, and as the bigger you get and the better you get, you change the world around you. Can I get an amen? When you change the world inside of you and you be the best person that you can be, you will change the world around you. And Beyonce is a great example of us all, for us all, because just by being the beautiful Queen Bee, maximizing her, disciplining her talent. I remember hearing stories of her running around the track in high heel shoes, singing at the same time. That's the Beyonce workout. It is the level of discipline. She can sing, she can dance, but when we saw the Renaissance, the movie, what you really see is that she disciplines her art. She disciplines her craft. She practices day in and day out. She is up early. She is going to bed late. She is directing the meeting. She is making the money and making the impact, so much so that other people are allowed to benefit from that impact. So what I'm seeing in my comments is that Yawa is natural. Listen to what she has to say. Kind of sad. K. Michelle hasn't gotten any recognition. She was doing it way before Beyonce. Exclamation point. Look, why are y'all so bent on thinking that K. Michelle didn't get any recognition? She got the recognition that her brand and her business was big enough to get. Ain't nobody trying to take nothing from K. Michelle. As a matter of fact, K. Michelle is given even a bigger platform because Beyonce has such a big platform and has now gotten into country. As a matter of fact, the Beyonce effect has said that not just K. Michelle, but you see the list. There are a number of Black country artists who don't get the recognition that they deserve. Well, which I beg to differ because we all get the recognition we deserve. You get what you command. Power is not something that people can give to you. It is something that you already have. It is something that you have to embody and own. The reach you have is the reach you have. But Beyonce has earned, okay, with her discipline in her talent, discipline in her singing, discipline in her dancing, discipline in her business. Can I say discipline in her business? Discipline in her business such that her business is getting the level of impact that you see. So much so that her business, okay, is affecting the business of other country artists. Let's get into this. How many of y'all have heard of the butterfly effect? Drop the B1 because I forgot to do that because, this is the channel. We put Black people first. That's one thing I learned from Dr. Boyce Watkins. Shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins. But he's the B1. If I put Black people first, as everybody puts their own race, am I wrong? Am I right? Is it good? Is it bad? And I am on the side of self-love begins at home. So we always put Black people first because I am Black. And so if you are Black and you put Black people first, drop a B1 in the chat. Let me know you're here with me. Let me know you're here with me. And I want to talk about what is the butterfly effect? The butterfly effect. What is the concept of the butterfly effect? The butterfly effect rests on the notion that the world is deeply interconnected, such that one small occurrence can influence a much larger, complex system. The effect is named after an allegory for chaos theory. It evokes the idea that a small butterfly flapping its wings could hypothetically cause a typhoon. And so someone else chimed in here and asked the question, where am I? A million tabs open. How many other Black female country singers are there besides K. Michelle and Beyonce? That's the question. How many other Black female country singers are besides K. Michelle and Beyonce? The beautiful thing is that the power, the Beyonce effect, the butterfly effect as applied to Beyonce is that we are now, I discovered this young lady at the top of the list. I love her. Her name is Tanner Adele, received an increase in 188% in her catalog in the streams from February 9th to 12th, 230,000 official on-demand streams to February 16th through 19th to 670,000 streams. That's a wow. Beyonce tapping into country music has helped other Black women in the genre streams go up. That's a wow. And that's from Billboard. That we're not making that up. That is from Billboard. And I'm, and I can only speak of what, my own personal experience. And what I can say is, I discovered that beautiful young lady. I discovered some other male country artists, and, being from Texas, yeehaw. I can really get into it. We used to listen to Shania Twain back in the day because my sister, honey, I was raised. I'm from the dirty South. What can I say? We have a full beat on riding horses around here. That's just how it is. It's just how we roll. So we got Dual in the house, dropping that B1. I am Marye Dean Esq here, coming to you live on blackwallstreet.com, because Black wealth is critical to Black power. Also streaming live on Fly Nubian Queen, where Black women have a voice, and I am one of those Black women. Proud to be here, giving all honor and to respect to Dr. Boyce Watkins, who taught us that it is safe and okay, and not even okay, but critical to the evolution of the Black community that we do put Black people first. And so that's why we dropped that B1 to say that we're about that B1 life. We put your ones in the air. And shout out to Dual. Thank you for being here. Love to see you. Happy to see you in the house today, not tonight. Okay, so the Beyonce effect. But here's the thing: when people keep asking, well, how many other country stars are out there, and what are, how many other women are out there, and why didn't K. Michelle get her just due, and why didn't, she did it first? And people have been doing. If you want to talk about who did it, who did it first from our community, we can go back to Nelly with Country Grammar and on and on. He actually made a record with the country artists. And so when you're from the country, it's not something that you put on, a costume that you put on. It's not something that you all of a sudden jump into. It's who you are. It's your culture. It's what you know. So and what I want to say is that I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be encouraged and understanding that you too have the power. Not just, K. Michelle, you fighting for K. Michelle. Why K. Michelle didn't get her just due? And not just Beyonce for that matter. We all are our own butterflies in our own. May we all be like the butterfly. May we all butterfly in our own life, in our own community, in our own families, in our own circle of friends, in our own relationships, in our own businesses. May you all butterfly. May you all have that you do something, that you produce a product, that you create some content, that you service the world so much so that when you flap your wings, you create a typhoon on the other side of the world. May I butterfly. And I hope that what I speak to you is speaking life into you so that you can create that butterfly. And then before you know it, the revolution and the renaissance, the renaissance that we want will start with us. right? The revolution will be televised. The renaissance that you want will be, should, and in all honesty, it has to begin with you, right? But as you will be lifted up, you shall draw all men unto you. Marye Dean Esq here at thewallstreetlawyer.com, coming to you live on Fly Nubian Queen, the home for intelligent Black people. Yep, and coming to you on blackwallstreet.com, because Black wealth is critical to Black power. So as I tell you my experience, I went to the Renaissance, went to the concert with my sister. As a matter of fact, my cousin, shout out to Ronnie Dean Buren, who passed away. She did get to go with us to the Renaissance concert, and we got to share that moment. And life is short. She is now deceased. She passed away in December. Life is short, and you live it to the fullest. While her life was cut short, she lived a big, phenomenal life. And I can see she was also a butterfly in her own right. And her impact could be felt around her community, from the women that she coached to the children that she raised, and the community that she impacted. And as I've buried, 3 people close to me fairly recently, I have definitely been thinking about, first and foremost, Lord, thank you for giving me another day and another opportunity to do your bidding on this earth. And as I do your bidding, what have you given me that I can give back to my Black community and uplift my Black community, and give, and how can I serve? And so that is the question that we almost ask ourselves, and ask each other, and ask our Black community. We're going to pick it up as, how can I serve? What is it that I can do? How can and look, you can be of service by being and growing and creating the best Black business that you can. You can do your part. You ain't got to try to save the big world. If each one of us saves our own world, our Black world will not just survive, ladies and gentlemen. Our Black world will thrive. We will thrive. So I'm Marye Dean Esq here at thewallstreetlawyer.com, and I've made it my mission to uplift Black women in media, to help them not just create their content, because there's something that they're doing. You're out there creating the content, but take that content and move it on to bigger and more profitable platforms like Netflix, platforms like Hulu, platforms like other major the Forest Boss Network have an app. I got to work on that app. Other platforms, to get your voices out there, get your businesses out there. It's my mission to help you grow those businesses, because as your businesses grow, and as you perfect what you do and better serve our Black community, it will have that butterfly effect in ways that you can't even maybe even imagine. So if you want to work with me, the link is in the chat. You can schedule online, and I'll be happy to have a one-on-one with you. Someone asked a question here: how many other Black female country singers are there besides K. Michelle and Beyonce? Honey, that's like asking how many rocks in the ocean. I don't know. Go do your Google. Google is free. But the beautiful thing is that this is a question that we are now answering. This is that we're now asking, that we're now seeking, and that's the power of your business. You don't know how your business will impact your community. If you get it together, it'll definitely impact your bank account, but you can't even imagine the lives that you'll touch. And I love what I do, in the fact that I get to touch so many lives in a positive way. So anyway, I could go on and on, but it's time for me to get back to some other things. So as always, I love speaking to you, and until we meet again, bye-bye.